At this very hour, 50 years ago, America's foremost fighter against racism and racial discrimination was assassinated. Today, the country is remembering and reflecting on the murder of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Our Steve Pickett, live now in downtown Dallas, with the voices of residents discussing Dallas's MLK dream.
Kaylee, the bells of remembrance will ring here at St. Paul United Methodist Church, one of the oldest African-American congregations in all of Dallas, well over 100 years old. Those bells ringing here at 6:05, 4 minutes after Dr. King was shot down in Memphis, Tennessee, because that's when the nation started to hear the news about his death. What didn't die was his movement, his mission. Today, 50 years later, we came here to downtown Dallas to talk to people about how Dallas was doing on that mission. Tonight, two perspectives in black and white.
Dallas is not immune to what is going on nationally in terms of people just butting heads over race.
Leona Allen is Dallas born and raised.
I think we made a lot of progress, but then you read the news and there's still so many problems.
Glenn Rice watched Martin Luther King in 1963 deliver a dream speech. Today, both assess the city, their city, 50 years after King's killing. What still lives in King's movement here in Dallas, and what doesn't?
Dallas today, in terms of equality and access, is much better than it was this day 50 years ago. But we still have a long way to go.
I think it's incredible we've come that far, but it's, we still have this dichotomy.
There are opportunities for jobs, and I can live in any neighborhood I want to live in. But not everybody gets to do that.
This is a rich neighborhood, but there are black kids there. I taught in a middle school where, goodness, might have been 50-50. And so that's progress.
But I think we're a work in progress. I think we are absolutely on the right road, but you have this, racial tensions are still pretty high in this city. I think we still have a divide that King would have been disappointed about.
Miss Allen is a member of the Dallas Morning News editorial board. As I mentioned, born and raised, helped integrate Skyline High School. The gentleman also in this piece retired, his family living in the University Park area. He too saying that his congregation, his church congregation, shares with an African-American congregation on Sundays to try to push forward what Dr. King was pushing forward for all of us. And on this 50th anniversary or commemoration of his life, on the day that he was killed, still work to do, both say. Reporting live, Steve Pickett, CBS 11 News.
Steve, thank you for that perspective. In downtown Fort Worth, community leaders are celebrating a new MLK memorial marker at 9th and Main, the former site of the Majestic Theater. It is the spot where the civil rights leader spoke to a crowd of about 400. That was October of 1959, and the first time African Americans were allowed to enter the front door of that theater.